Welcome back to ScaleSpeedworks. My name's Mike, and welcome back to Classic Kit Review. This week, we're going to be taking a look at the Ford Mustang. In this episode of Classic Kit Review, we're going to be looking at the early third-generation Mustang and the introduction of the iconic Fox body. I'll cover a brief history of the car, then we'll dive into a few kits and take a look. Thanks for stopping by today, and I hope you enjoy this episode of Classic Kit Review. Let's get started. The third-generation Mustang, commonly referred to as a Fox body, was produced from 1979 until 1993 on Ford's Fox platform. The early Mustangs, from 1979 to 1986, featured a quad headlight arrangement. Body styles for the Mustang included a two-door coupe and three-door hatchback. The wheelbase was over 4 inches longer than the Mustang II it replaced. The Cobra appearance package made its debut on the Fox platform in 1979 and would continue through the 1981 model year. The 1979 Cobra featured a black grille, trim, and moldings, as well as black lower body paint. Color-coordinated dual pinstripes, as well as Cobra decals on the doors, were all standard. All 1979 Cobras came equipped with a small, center-mount, non-functional hood scoop to provide clearance for the air cleaner due to the extra height of the 2.3-liter turbo engine. The Cobra hood decal was optional for 1979. Rear spoilers were not included on the 1979 models, as they made their debut on the mid-year introduction of the Indianapolis 500 pace car replica. The 1980 and 81 Cobras received a new front bumper with fog lights, a non-functional cowl hood scoop, and a rear spoiler. While the 2.3-liter turbo engine and small block 302 V8 were carried over for 1979, for 1980, a 4.2-liter V8 rated at 118 horsepower was introduced. It was the lowest power ever for a Mustang V8. The 4.2-liter was the only V8 offered in 1980 and 1981 because it provided slightly better fuel economy than the outgoing 302. This meant the 2.3-liter turbo was the sole performance engine. Although it was plagued with reliability issues, it was an option through 1981. Both MPC and Revell got in on the Cobra turbo game, releasing models from 1978 through 1982. Revell reissued the Turbo Mustang Cobra in 2003 and again in 2007. It should be noted that the first MPC release depicted the non-functional hood scoop, while all subsequent releases and all Revell releases featured the cowl hood. The McLaren Mustang was only produced by Revell in 1981 and replicates one of the rarest Mustangs ever produced. Now that we have a little background on the car and a brief history of the kits, let's dive in and take a look. Let's take a look at this one first. Before I pull that up. And this is a 2006 release. Glass looks okay, little scuff marks. Very thin glass. Real interesting. Alright. Let's open that. Oh, look. Fancy tires again. Again, these are rubber-like. They're not rubber. They do say BF Goodrich radial TAs. 2-piece tires. Yeah. Get rid of those. Let's take a quick look at decals. Decals look great. There's that Cobra and the turbo. Not much else to it. Oh, lucky me. Look at that. I don't even know if that stuff's still good. It's going back in the box, though. Clearly laid out. dig into this. Everything is in one bag, nice and sealed. Let's have a look. Couple of loose parts. Looks like an exhaust manifold or headers right there. Body looks good. There are fender flares in the front and the rear. It's pretty awesome. I like that already. A little bit of cleanup that needs to be done. Not too bad. The body lines are nice and crisp. Engravings for the doors might be a little shallow. The trunk as well. Let's take a look at the interior tub. There is very, very, very minimal detail there on the doors. Rear seats. Those don't look real comfortable. And they're molded in. A little bit of texture there in the back. There's the front seat backs. Wheel backs. Front suspension. Wow, that's not too impressive. The rear axle. Not too impressive either. Open in the back. The dashboard looks okay. There's some wood graining here in the plastic that can be picked out. Looks all right. Let's take a look at the chassis. Oh, let's take a look at the front seats first. Front seats look okay. Not crazy about the molded in sides here. They kind of just look like a chunk of plastic. Chassis looks all right. Looks like there's a copyright of 1979. Engine gets its own tree because, again, this is a turbocharged 4-cylinder. Engine block looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Here's rear louvers. Those look nice. Those are open. The wheels. Those need to be painted, of course. Front bumper, rear bumper, hood. Hood looks real nice. Side louvers. And the spoiler. Everything looks all right. The plastic is very, very thin. But it looks like it should build up. All right. So those wheels. There is no chrome in here. Those wheels look like they are painted silver. And again, the tires. Tires are 2-piece tires. So, I mean, I guess you can put those together, or probably a better choice is to just find some other tires to put in here. That's what I would do. All right, let me hit pause. We'll take a look at the other one. All right, let's take a look at this one. Now, this Mustang has quite an interesting history. Ford never produced a Mustang that looked like this. Copyright 1982. Some really nice shots. There's some interesting history on this kit. Let's take a look at this, since this is on top. Oh, there's a paint call out right there. Here's the engine. This again looks like the turbocharged 4-cylinder. Front suspension, rear suspension. take a look at what we got inside. Here's a body molded in red. Not much detail in the engine compartment in there. Again, the plastic's real thin, shallow door lines. Part of the convertible boot looks like it's molded in. Let's take a look at this tree. There's the back. Rear seats are molded in. The interior pan looks like it's definitely cut for the convertible. And there is absolutely no detail on the door cards there. Front suspension. Let's flip this over. Take a look at the dashboard. There you can see the dashboard. Nice gauges. You can see the wood grain. Let's take a look at this. There's the wheels that come with the car. The hood. Nice molded open hood. Let's take a look at the underside. And there is really no detail on the underside of the hood. All right. There's a rear bumper, seems to have fallen off the tree. And the front bumper, again, seems like it has fallen off the tree. Front bumper looks real nice. Quad headlight setup, that's pretty cool. We do have some decals. Okay, just silver decals. Not bad. Again, there's those bucket seats. There's a 4-cylinder engine. Let's take a look at the underside. Chassis looks okay. 1982 Revell. All right. Here's convertible top. Convertible top has some real nice texture to it. I really like that. Let's see how it fits on the car. That looks great. That's a real snug fit. That is a good looking, well designed rag top. That fits really nice, real snug on there. Let's take a look at the glass. Glass looks good. It is kind of tinted. It has a smoked color to it. Glass looks pretty good though. We do get tires in this kit. Tires look really nice. They are very, very soft rubber. The tires do say Firestone. It's very hard to read in there. But they are very squishy, hollow rubber tires. The tread looks really nice. We have 4 of those. Looks like that's a rear tail light panel. Real good looking part right there. Nice texture in the taillights. So from what we can see, looks like these are the exact same kit with a different body. The chassis looks the same, the interior looks pretty much the same, although this one is in convertible form. So there's really not too many major differences between these kits other than the body. Neither kit has chrome. Both kits are molded in red. So that's what you have. And this kit does have the smoked glass, which looks pretty nice. Please join me for the next episode of Classic Kit Review, where we take a look at the Revell McLaren Mustang and the MPC Mustang SVO. So, hey, thanks again for tuning in. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys on the next episode of Classic Kit Review.